Even though in the previous video we refreshed the web page by retrieving content from the server, the item that we have selected in the combo box was not being displayed in the browser. For that to happen, we have to use a new technology called ASP, Active Server Pages. ASP is different from ASP.NET. We'll learn about ASP.NET later, but let us see what is ASP and what it can do. Using ASP, we can add content dynamically to the HTML file. So to create an ASP page, let us modify the HTML file. So to create an ASP page, first of all we have to write a directive here, that is %@ language is equal to JavaScript. Then let us modify the URL. So this will be hello world 4, but the extension of the file should be ASP, not HTML. So let us save this. Save as type should be all files. This is hello world 4.asp, not HTML. Click save. Now the form tag is modified. Now next, so user will select an item from this combo box. So to retrieve an item from this combo box, later when the user clicks the button, we have to specify name attribute for the combo box. I'll call this as DDL, drop down list. So this is a combo box with the name DDL. So using this name we can access this combo box later when we want to retrieve the item from the combo box. Now where I want to display the item after this text. So for that we have one more statement that we have to write. DDL. So this is a markup statement where I am requesting DDL to give me the item that the user has selected. So initially when the user browses this HTML file, this statement will be processed. It will go and ask the combo box to give the item that is selected. Since initially no item is selected, it won't give the item. So it will be replaced with empty space. Now later when the user will select an item in the combo box and clicks the button, the post back will take place. The browser will try to refresh the contents by retrieving the content from the server. The server that we are using is IIS. So now it will retrieve the new content, and also when this statement is executed again the second time, this statement will request the combo box, that is drop down list, to give the item that is selected. Now this time, since the user has selected, that item will be given and this markup will be replaced by that item. Let us save this file. Now let us go to IIS, refresh it. Now right click ASP hello world 4.hp, click browse. See here, there is a message here, An error occurred on the server when passing the URL, please contact the system administrator. If you are the system administrator, please click here to find out more about this error. So what it is saying is ASP is not installed on this server. So let us enable it. Let us go to control panel. Go to programs, turn Windows features on or off. Go to Internet Information Services, go to World Wide Web Services, go to Application Development Features. ASP is selected. So that means there is a problem in our HTML file. By default ASP will not be selected here, but here in our system ASP is already selected, so this is not an issue. Let us close this. Let us go to our HTML file. Let us verify the contents. So this was the error. JavaScript, we have typed extra s. Let us remove it. Save this. Let us go to IS, refresh it. Now browse the hello world folder.html. See here. Now we are able to browse the hello world folder.html. So let us select an item here. Click the button now. See here. When we selected an item, see here, when we have selected item and click the button, the item is sent to the server. So see here once again, let us select DF, let us click the button. So when you click the button, the post back will take place, and along with the post back it will send the item that is selected by the user to the server. Even though we are sending the item that is selected by the user to the server is not updating the web page. This is because of some error by us. Let us verify the HTML file. So here in the markup we have forgot to write equal to. Let us save this once again. Let us go to IS. Let us refresh the virtual directory and browse the ASP file. So this is our hello world 4.asp. Let us select an item. So when you click the item is sent to the server. See here, item is sent to the server and we got that item in the web page. So whatever item is selected by the user is sent to the server when you click the button. So when you click the button, post back is taking place and the browser is retrieving the item that is selected by the user and sending it to the server in the URL, and later when it is retrieving the web page, it is also displaying the item that is selected by the user. This is called dynamic content. Here the item that is selected by the user is being updated in the web page. So we are able to add content dynamically to the web page by using ASP, whereas this was not possible using only HTML. So the points to be noted here is ASP pages should have an extension of .asp. Every ASP page should begin with this markup, that is less than % language equal to JavaScript, and the URL of the form tag should also be updated so that it points to the ASP page, not HTML file. And here we have given an ID, that is a name, to the combo box, so that we can use that ID, name of the combo box, later to retrieve the item that is selected by the user. To display the item, we have used one more markup, and we have invoked this request, and inside this request we have specified the name of the combo box. So whenever the statement is processed, it will request the combo box to give the item that is selected by the user. But in ASP there is a drawback. We have forgot to mention it. Let us try to browse the web page once again. So let us select item here, GHI. Now click the button. See here, I have selected GHI. Now I am clicking the button. So GHI will be sent to the server. See here, even though I am able to send the item that is selected by the user, that is GHI, even though GHI is updated in the browser, the combo box is going back to the first item. This is a drawback in ASP. In ASP, controls cannot maintain the state. They go back to the previous state. Let us select DF once again, click here. So DF is sent to the server, DF is updated in the browser, but the combo box is going back to the first item. So in ASP, controls cannot maintain the state. Let us overcome this issue in the next video by using ASP.NET, not ASP. This is all for today. Thank you.